तो दोस्तों आज डीएनए रेप्लिकेशन की क्विज आपके सामने टेलीग्राम पर मैंने भेज दी है एंड द क्विज इज अबाउट टू बिगिन। क्विज बस शुरू होने वाली है। तो डीएनए रेप्लिकेशन की इस क्विज की शुरुआत होती है। अ जीन कैन बी डिफाइंड एज सेगमेंट ऑफ डीएनए दैट इज एक्सप्रेस्ड टू यील्ड आइदर आरएनए और ए पॉलीपेप्टाइड, सो बोथ विल बी द आंसर। आरएनए एंड पॉलीपेप्टाइड दोनों को बनाना ही जीन एक्सप्रेशन कहलाता है, सो बोथ विल बी द राइट आंसर। Next question belongs to the coding sequence of eukaryotic genes are called, and we all know that in eukaryotes the genes are divided into the coding information and the non-coding information. The coding information is being called as the exons, so the answer will be exon. The non-coding region is introns, so the answer of second question is the exons. The third question is introns are rare in genes of prokaryotes. यूकैरियोट्स में इंट्रॉन्स पाए जाते हैं, लेकिन इंट्रॉन्स प्रोकैरियोट्स में बहुत कम पाए जाते हैं और दे आर रेयर मीन्स नहीं पाए जाते। सो द आंसर ऑफ थर्ड क्वेश्चन इज प्रोकैरियोट्स। इंट्रॉन्स आर रेयर इन जीन्स ऑफ प्रोकैरियोट्स, सो प्रोकैरियोट्स विल बी द आंसर। फोर्थ क्वेश्चन is the human haploid nuclear genome content is approximately 3.2 into 10 to the power 6, that means 3.2 billion base pairs. However, their number of genes are very less. On the 95% gene is actually in the form of introns, but the total human haploid nuclear genome content is 3.2 billion base pairs. So the answer is 3.2 billion base pairs. Fifth question is semi-conservative model of DNA replication was demonstrated by Michelson and Stahl in 1958. So this is a theoretical question. The fact which is actually done by the Michelson and Stahl, which proved that the DNA replication is semi-conservative in nature. So it is defined, it was demonstrated by Michelson and Stahl, the first one, the option first. Next question is the origin of replication is usually AT-rich, that means the purine rich. So the answer is adenine thymine rich. The origin of replication, when the DNA replication starts to replicate, it starts from the region that is known as origin, and the origin is usually adenine thymine rich or purine adenine thymine rich, not the purine but adenine thymine rich. And the Kornberg enzyme, the Kornberg discovered the first enzyme, that is DNA polymerase first, which is known as the Kornberg enzyme. And this Kornberg enzyme actually the proofreading enzyme that removes the RNA primer and synthesize there the DNA during the time of DNA replication. And the so DNA polymerase 1 is Kornberg enzyme. So the answer is first option. Now the eighth question is clean-off fragment. We all know that the clean-off fragment is because the DNA polymerase 1 consists of 3 activities, and if we remove the 5' to 3' exonuclease activity, the remaining fragment of DNA polymerase 1 is known as the large fragment or clean-off fragment, as it was discovered by clean-off. So the answer is 5' to 3' exonuclease activity. The ninth question is two bases which are almost similar are, we all know that uracil and thymine, in RNA the uracil is present in place of thymine, so they both are very much similar. The difference is of methyl group on the 5th carbon atom. So the thymine and the uracil bases are almost similar in structure. So the answer will be third option, uracil and thymine. 10th question, the 5 prime to 3 prime exonuclear activity is found in. It is found in DNA polymerase 1 and it is not found in DNA polymerase 2 and 3rd. So, the answer will be the first option, DNA polymerase 1, which contains 5 prime to 3 prime exonuclease activity. So, 5 prime to 3 prime exonuclease activity is the part of DNA polymerase 1 enzyme. Three prime to 5 prime exonuclease activity is shown by all DNA polymerases as it is DNA polymerase 1, DNA polymerase 2, DNA polymerase 3rd, and this activity is found in all DNA polymerases. So, the answer will be all DNA polymerase 1, DNA polymerase 2 and DNA polymerase 3rd. Last option. The chromosomal DNA of E. coli is replicated bidirectionally as it is the chromosomal DNA of E. coli, the replication fork moves from both the sides and it meets on one point. So, the chromosomal DNA of E. coli is replication. The replication of E. coli is actually bidirectional, or it is said to be bidirectionally. It is replicated bidirectionally. The 13th question is, which protein initiates replication in E. coli? We all know it is DNA A, which replicates DNA initiates replication in E. coli. So, the answer is DNA replication, DNA A protein. We all know that the melting of double stranded DNA is actually attributed to DNA B protein. DNA B is also known as helicases. So, it is actually DNA polymerase, the helicases that melts double stranded DNA into single stranded DNA. So, it is DNA B. Synthesis is continuous on leading strand. We all know that the leading strand, that synthesis is continuous, and on lagging strand the synthesis of DNA is discontinuous. So, overall DNA replication is semi-discontinuous. So, DNA A synthesis is continuous on leading strand. Okazaki fragments, it is actually wrongly typed. It is Okazaki fragments. It is actually Okazaki fragments. It is actually Okazaki fragments which are synthesized on lagging strand, and lagging strand per Okazaki fragments are synthesized and they are joined by DNA ligase. Okazaki fragments. DNA replication is therefore semi-discontinuous. DNA replication is semi-discontinuous because on leading strand the synthesis of DNA is continuous and on lagging strand synthesis of DNA is discontinuous. So, overall DNA replication is semi-discontinuous. This is very important question. It is semi-discontinuous. DNA gyrase has the ability to remove the positive supercoiling and to introduce the negative supercoiling. This is again a very good question because the tension that is relieved, it is by the DNA topoisomerase, and DNA gyrase is the first type 2 topoisomerase discovered by Martin Gellert from E. coli. It introduces positive supercoiling. It removes positive supercoiling and introduces negative supercoiling. So, this is actually this DNA primase. This is actually DNA primase, that is DNA G. Again, it is a typo error. This primase is DNA G. All eukaryotic chromosomes end in telomeres. The third option, telomeres. So it is actually telomeres which is found at the end of all eukaryotic chromosomes. So DNA G is primase and all eukaryotic chromosomes end in telomeres. So telomeres will be the answer, and this is the last answer. And here are the winners, in which the first answer was given by the first one. Trophy was being held by Vivek, and all other members, you know, there are 20 players are shown here, maybe more than that. I will post you. So ready for tomorrow, one more quiz on this DNA.